Welcome to a cool and rainy day in the beer garden, and if you're here and like beer, and let's be honest, why else would you be? Tap that subscribe button down below. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as fast as we can to have as many people enjoy the cheap brew reviews. And up this round, a popular request, and it's not so cheap. This round is New Belgium Fat Tire Amber Ale. Nothing Belgian about this type of beer at all. It's an American beer, as a matter of fact, and well, it started out as an American beer, but it has been bought out by an Australian company that is a subsidiary of a Japanese company. But it's brewed in Colorado and North Carolina. So what's up with the Belgian, you ask? Well, they say the Fat Tire is in reference to the bicycles that they rode when they were in Belgium, riding from brewery to brewery. 5.2% alcohol, I hardly call that an ale, but let's pop the top and see what we got. Of course, this one's for those two haters that have just been killing me for drinking the cheap beers in the bottles and cans, and so that inspired us to make merch. A Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review pint glass. Let's pop the top and see what we got. Also, the very bougie leather patch trucker cap. One good thing about this American beer, though, it does take a proper bottle opener to open it. The rather moderately enthusiastic opening. Now for the pour for you haters. Those two haters. It's a nice color. I'm not sure why I got so many requests for New Belgium's Fat Tire. And hey, coming up in just a couple of minutes, I'm gonna rate Fat Tire out of 5 stars, 5 being a very good brew. It does have a nice color. It also has a quickly evacuating head. Once again, 5.2% alcohol. Hey, I don't want to sit here and drink alone. Grab yourself a beer. Cheers. Citrusy notes. Thanks to our ever-changing light source, and now it's starting to rain. I don't think I've ever had a beer that smells and tastes skunked when it wasn't skunked. Starting off, I got that very citrusy note, which I was enthusiastic and happy about. I got a nice little malt underbelly, but I'm getting that sort of a metallic mid-tongue taste that you know me, I don't like. It tastes kind of cheap. It's a little dry. It's strange. It's watery up front, but dry on the back end. Go figure. The complexity of this beer is just about as confusing as its ownership. American company, bought out by an Australian company, owned by a Japanese company, brewed in Colorado and North Carolina. You know me, I'm all about the beer where it's brewed because the water that you use, it makes a big difference in the taste of the beer. I always like to compare a beer. I don't want to say, I don't mind saying I don't like it, but I don't want to make you think you might not like it if I don't like it. So I try to compare these beers to other beers. This reminds me of a shock top. I don't know if that's has anything to do with the Coors influence. That's also somewhere there in the company too. But it seems to be missing something. I want to put something in it, and that's saying a lot because I don't like it when you have to put stuff in the beer to make it taste better. Maybe also a little bit of a Shiner influence also from Texas, Shiner Bock. Who would be drinking Fat Tire? I would imagine some hipsters playing cornhole at a barbecue. Perhaps some middle-aged, balding, beer-gutted men wearing Vans shoes and cargo shorts with a hoodie. Fat Tire rang up $8.99 a six-pack, which is beyond my threshold for a cheap beer, but this was a fan request, so definitely not in the cheap brew category. It's just disappointing that at $9 a six-pack, it doesn't taste better. There are lots of cheaper beers that taste better. And I do have to say, New Belgium also brews Voodoo, which I've had some of the Voodoo brews, and I like those a lot better. They have more complexity, they taste a little bit better, they taste a little bit more expensive. But I'm sorry to say that Fat Tire just tastes like a cheap wannabe. So out of 5 stars, what do I give Fat Tire Amber Ale? At 5.2% alcohol, the taste just tastes cheap to me. Sorry, I'm gonna have to ring you up at a 1.97 out of 5 stars. Hey, love to hear your comments below, whether you love Fat Tire or you hate Fat Tire. Please comment down below. Also, if you have any suggestions of other beers I can review, as is this beer. Join our group on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and before you watch another one of my videos here, you go grab yourself a beer and you drink that beer. Thanks for watching. Cheers.